a Texan shave, steel in hand, traditional wet, shaving smooth and grand.
Howdy, and welcome back to A Texan Shaves. This is another product spotlight. It's probably more of an artisan spotlight. This is a new artisan on the scene. I know a lot of you have seen their products. A lot of you have not had a chance to try their products because they are based in the UK. But let me tell you, they came out of the gate running, guys. These products are incredible. It's Nomad Theory. I know you're probably familiar with them. If not, check them out. Being that they're in the UK and with our current tariff situation, it may be hard to get, but the good news is TRC is about to drop. I don't know how much they're going to have. You need to pay attention because when they do drop, I almost guarantee you it's going to sell out same day. They have 6 different fragrances, one of them unscented, if you want to call that a fragrance. I do. If you, excuse me, my bad if you've seen one of my videos on an unscented soap. But anyway, we're going to go over them in the order that I've used them, and I haven't used them all. I have 2 left, and I'm going to be using one in this video. So the first one is Megan's Bay, and I really love the artwork they're using on these. The cat's really cool, actually. Megan's Bay is a beautiful bay rum. Top notes of sweet orange, lime, black pepper, heart notes of cloves, cinnamon, and West Indian bay leaves. Base notes of amorous, West Indian sandalwood, and sweet rum. Wonderful, wonderful fragrance. I used this a couple weeks ago, and then I wasn't able to get to the others just yet due to commitments and other craziness in my life. But then this week I decided to bust loose on the rest of them. I've been using them every day for my daily shaves in the morning and stuff. The next one I used is Kyoto. And this one has top notes of sakura, which is cherry blossom, and a hint of yuzu. Heart notes of matcha, which is green tea, of course. Ho-wood, bamboo, and lotus flower. Base notes of sandalwood, agarwood, frankincense, and cypress. Now this one, I had to steal back from my daughter to make my video. To do my shave of the day. And her and my girlfriend both went crazy for this. And believe it or not, it's not because of the cherry blossom. This is not heavily floral like a lot of cherry blossom fragrances. It's in there. But it's a beautiful complement to the rest of the complex fragrance that's in there. These fragrances are incredible, guys. I haven't had a bad one yet. The one I used this morning is Sorrento. This one is kind of an Amalfi Coast type thing. It's a mix of citruses, beautifully blending as a zesty lemon sorbet with a touch of mint. Heart notes are sea notes and rosemary. Base notes are white musk and hedione. This one surprised me. I didn't get a whole lot of it just smelling it off the tub when I first got it, but when I lathered it up, when I hydrated that soap and lathered it up and then used the splash, and yes, I think I'm one of the few that actually have splashes. I'll tell that story while I'm shaving. Really opened up and really surprised me. I kind of went crazy for this one this morning. I almost wanted to reapply it when I got home. The one I'm going to be using today is Havana, and this one is probably what you think. It's top notes of zesty lime, heart notes of rich tobacco leaf, base notes of aged rum, cedar atlas, and smoky vetiver, and I am looking forward to this one, absolutely. I saved Havana and this last one for the end because I wanted to experience them last after I've experienced all the others. And the final one that I'll be using tomorrow morning, that I've been waiting because I've been hearing so many good things about this one from friends and from other reviews I've seen, is London. Now this one is a top notes of bergamot, petitgrain, and black pepper, heart notes of English rose and geranium, and base notes of vetiver, patchouli, oud, and amber. Those notes, every single one of those notes are like, that is like my, what's the word I'm looking for? Probably the number one assembly of favorite individual notes. Y'all know how I feel about oud. Patchouli, I feel the same way. Amber, vetiver. I love rose. A lot of people don't. A lot of men don't. I love rose and geranium. And of course, you have to love bergamot. It's in almost everything. Petitgrain and black pepper. Black pepper always gives a little masculine twist to things. I am so looking forward to this tomorrow. So let me set all these aside. And One thing to note, these are the full size. These aren't the samples, and these are glass jars. If they looked plastic to me in all the pictures and everything, but they are glass. So that may be something that some of you may consider before you attempt to purchase. I know some people are kind of against glass jars. And I want to be sure these stay put. Should be good. Now, like I said, I do have the matching splashes for all of these, and I really like the bottles these are into. Their design bottle, their choice of bottle design and tub design, I actually love very much. So, for the hardware, I am using the Maxwell June with the EX top cap. As you know, I am in love with this razor. And I am using a Grizzly Bay brush. This one is, I can't remember the name of it, but it's got gold flakes, some nice black and white swirls in there. It's got the older coin, and have it set with the AP Shave Co. Pure Bliss, one of my favorite knots. All right, so we're going to get a lather going here. And straight to the tub. And I'm just going to get messy with it here. Oh man. Ooh. I am so looking forward to this one. So, the lather production on this is crazy good. And the one thing I did this morning that I'm doing right now is I just went in super wet, super sloppy. That sounded horrible. Don't quote me. With my brush. And it made the most incredible lather. What that's telling me is that this is a lot thirstier than I thought it was. So what I'm going to do here is just show you what I've got so far. And I'm going to load up a little bit more here. All right, I've got it splattered all over my shirt. Let's rinse this tub off. Super slick, amazing residual. All right, there we go. Set that aside. All right, glasses off and the face wet. I do not have a whole lot, even though I shaved yesterday, but I had such a great shave. You're about to see, I'm just going to paint this on, and you're going to see how amazing. Oh, God. But I'm telling you, if you like vetiver, which I love vetiver, this is right up your alley, because that's what I'm getting right off the top. Excuse me. Yeah, that smoky vetiver. Beautiful. I will tell you that, as I usually say, the splash is where the magic happens, and it is well defined in Nomad Theory. The splash opens up so much of the rest of the notes. I'm going to throw a bunch more water at this. Look at that. I just cannot get over this lather. It's all running down. How beautiful that is. Jeez. So good. So cushiony. It really, really is. Alright, one more on this side, and then we are going to be good to go. I can barely hold on to the sprayer. My fingers are so slick now from the soap. They work some magic in this stuff. I don't know how long he was working on this formula, but he killed it, guys. 6 amazing fragrances and an amazing soap base for their initial offering. Ridiculous. You're really gonna have to keep your eye out for Nomad. I predict some major things from them. All right, here we go. So I took advantage of their pre-order sale they had when they first opened their webpage for orders. And it was about almost 2 months, probably around 2 months before they were shipping. But it was, I think, 15% off. I purchased their entire catalog, full size. They do have a discovery set of all 6 in samples, just the soaps. But I went ahead and went all in, purchased the full size soaps and splashes on that discount during their pre-sale. Now, during that time, of course, the de minimis ended right around the time these were going to ship. Now, some of you saw a Riva brush I purchased from France, and I got hit with tariffs and brokerage fees just because of the knot in that brush. The brokerage fees were more than 50% of that brush alone. And if you know Riva brushes, you know they're not cheap brushes. I bought it for my girlfriend. Beautiful brush. But I had $192 in tariffs alone. Well, most of that was brokerage fees. The tariff was only $60-something. The rest was all brokerage fees. And yes, I'm telling a side story to get to the main story. So, I was going to, I let Riva know that I'm going to have to let it go back. I can't do it. I can't turn a just over $200 brush into a $400 brush. And Riva didn't have to, but they offered to pay half, and I accepted. That was amazing, incredible customer service by Riva. Thank you, Riva, so much. That I couldn't say no. That was well above and beyond what they had to do. They probably took a loss on the brush because of it. But in his words, and these were his words, I'm quoting him, he said, "I may take a loss on the brush, but hopefully I gained a friend." And I said, "Riva, I was already a friend. But yes, I'll accept that." I wasn't seeking for that, but I couldn't say no. He was putting it out there, and I didn't want to say no. And it wasn't because of the discount; it was because of his offer. When he did something like that, I had to complete the purchase, and I had to talk to people about it, and I did. I made a post and a few other things, and I'm very, very happy with Riva, and I will be purchasing again Riva in the future. Guaranteed. So, to get back to the main story, and this is the story about how I got the splashes. Now, and before I go any further, just because Nomad worked this out with me and did this doesn't mean they're going to for everyone. It's a chance. It's a gamble. I took a gamble. I'm the one that brought up the gamble. Sorry, I just had to brought up the gamble and offered this and said I would take full responsibility of whatever happens. Sorry, excuse me. So, it came time for him to ship the pre-orders. And let me rinse off my sprayer. It's covered in this slick soap. And he reached out to me saying, I think we have a problem that I wasn't anticipating. You have to have a special license to ship alcohol-based products abroad. I have applied. I'm working to get that license, or certificate or whatever it is. I may be using the wrong term. So we can do one of two things. We can turn your aftershaves into bombs, or you can wait until I get that certification and then I'll ship it then. Well, I'm not much of a balm person. I do have a lot of balms, but I prefer aftershaves over balms. There's very few balms that I would actually use on a daily basis. Look at this lather, jeez. And I will eventually get his balms, because at least one or two, because I would like to try them. I'm always looking for another good balm. But I really, really wanted the splashes. I'm a splash person. I'd already waited 2 months, and this wasn't any fault of his. I appreciate him being upfront and completely honest with everything, and I like that he's working on getting that situation solved. Amazing fellow to talk to and work with. But I said, listen, I've already waited 2 months. I really don't want to wait any longer, and I'm really not a balm person. How about you ship it as is? I'll take the chance. I've shipped stuff overseas that I probably shouldn't have, and it's made it safely. I've had stuff shipped to me from overseas, from other countries, that's made it safely without any extra special stuff. Ship it. If it gets caught or if there's some sort of extra charge or something, I will take responsibility. I will handle it. You have it here in writing because we were messaging back and forth. I 100% will take responsibility. So he went and redid the shipping label and sent it. I watched it. It hit the States, went through customs, got to me. He sent that stuff today, and it got to me in 2 days from the UK. Unbelievable. Only other shipping I've ever had that fast was from Steve Tinter at Alpha Shaving. Sends me stuff 2 days from Hong Kong. Gets here in 2 days, believe it or not. I need to shave before this dries up. So it made it. No issues. I celebrated. I have 5 soaps, 5 splashes. The only thing I didn't order was the unscented. But that's the story. Now, don't go run to Nomad trying to have the same thing happen, because most likely you're going to get your shipment caught, because right now they're really cracking down since the de minimis ended. This happened right around that time during the transition, and it shipped like, I think it was right after the 29th, or maybe right before, which is probably all about timing is why it made it. So just because I was lucky enough, and it was luck, guys, don't go try this. But I was willing to take the chance. So a lot of people were surprised that I have the splashes when I made my post shaves of the day and stuff. And I'm like, well, they were available to everybody. All you had to do was purchase them. You know? There's a lot of places that ship splashes from overseas. And I'll tell you what, the main ones, when they were still shipping, was Hags and BBS. People were asking me how I got Hags EDPs. Well, I ordered them direct from Hags. I just paid the international shipping, which wasn't really that much more. And he shipped them, and they made it fine. Same thing with BBS. Both of those are in Greece. I don't know if maybe that's the key or what, but had no issues with either of those, which is some of the artisans I was referring to when I was speaking to Nomad. So if you're really interested in getting a splash, just know there's a chance they won't make it. I've yet to have anything not make it to me, but there are some places that just flat out will not do it. Some of the places I could mention are some of the shops in Spain and Portugal. Just will not do it regardless, no matter how much you try to talk them into it. Even though you said you will take full responsibility. which is fine. It's their shop, it's their rules. I get it. I'm not complaining at all. You know, so it is what it is. It's the shaving world that we live in right now. I have to stop a minute because I've been talking so much, and I'm really, really enjoying this one. Every single one of these. And I know I'm going to enjoy London because so many people told me I was going to. People that know my scent profiles. And, but not a one of these are not for me. I will use every one of these for sure, especially if I can keep Kyoto from my daughter or girlfriend. Tell you what, I'm going to keep adding water even on my third pass here. Jeez. It will take it. Look at that, it's so good. I have yet to have an issue. I don't even know if this lather can be drowned out, honestly. I may have to try to attempt that and see. And the skin feel, just during the lather, this is one of those that I've talked about before, that I would just keep lathering all day long because it just feels so good on the skin during the lather. It's really, really good stuff, guys. I am a fan instantly. I will be attempting to acquire anything new they release. Excuse me again, jeez. I need to stop doing videos right after dinner. Cannot wait to get to that splash. When I was using this on a head shave the past few days, well, not this particular one, but Nomad Theory, I have yet to have to add any more soap for any cleanup. Stuff is crazy slick. All right, guys, gonna get a rinse, come back up for the splash, my final thoughts. Be right back. Fantastic. Yeah, I just want to lather up again. Honestly, I'm serious. I do. The lather, the feel of the lather is so good. I don't know what it is about it. Very, very few soaps make me feel that way. All right. Let's try the magic. So remember, Havana is zesty lime, rich tobacco leaf, aged rum, cedar atlas, and smoky vetiver. So far, it's been the cedar and the vetiver I've smelled the most of, a little bit of rum, hoping the rest of it opens up in the splash. Ooh, nice alcohol burn. Going all over. Ooh, that lime. Oh yeah, there's the lime. Oh, that lime is beautiful in this. And now that I'm getting it stronger, I'm actually realizing I was getting some of the lime. It was just a lot more muted in the soap, but I was getting it. The rum and the tobacco is very, very, very mild to me, to my nose. It's there, but it's not like what you'd expect from most tobacco soaps and what you'd probably expect from one named Havana. You get it, but it is very, very, very soft. I'm getting now into that rum, more of the rum now in the beginning of the dry down, and into the cedar now. I'm sure the vetiver is coming after that, but that lime's a star right now. Beautiful, guys. If you get a chance, like I said, keep your eye on TRC. This will be released at TRC very soon. I know they've been hinting at it lately, which means I think it's coming possibly this weekend. Don't quote me on it. I have no idea. But I would keep my eyes open. I don't know if they're going to have any splashes. I think it's just going to be soaps only. Possibly bombs, though. So check it out there. Also, go check out Nomad Theory's website. Beautifully done labels, beautiful done website, beautifully done soap and splash. Amazing stuff. I'm an instant fan. I will be a Nomad Theory fan for quite a while, if not forever. Depends on how much more time I have on this planet and how much more time Nomad Theory's around. Hopefully forever, because I can't wait to see what they come out with next. That's all I got, guys. Find your peace in what and where you can. We'll see you next time on A Texan Shave. Goodbye.
Find your peace in what